Hey, thanks for joining me today. Welcome to the area I create and repair most of the problems in my life. This is the car, and those are the parts. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and get down there on the ground, jack it up, get used to repairing something. All right, all this goodness that you see before you, now just take it all in, is a 63 Buick Riviera. They don't make a disc swap for this car. Not for the rear, at least. They make we'll go into it. They make one for the front, but you're not going to be impressed with it. So what you're going to be really impressed with was my temporary solution of a clamp-on bracket. So I don't know if any of you have used these before. These are my least favorite method of making a rear disc conversion kit actually work. They have a cool tendency under hard braking, and if they haven't been tacked into place, of doing these kind of cool things on you, which is exactly what I had noticed had happened. I don't know when it happened, but it did some sort of little move on me. Either way, it didn't matter. We had some leaking calipers, so it was just time to go and take all this, get out of there. So what we're going to do, which is going to require some modification, is a bolt-on bracket around the flange. The problem is that since none of this stuff actually exists, it's going to require some parts and changes, and we'll get into that. But what I wanted to show you while we were down here is if you've got a vehicle that doesn't have an off-the-shelf kit already made, what you need to start researching is your axle flange. There's going to be 4 bolts generally that go around right here. Now this isn't for like your standard GM Ford, like 8 and 8 inch Ford, 12, 14 bolt Chevy, weird Mopar stuff. Not going to go into that one. But this is for with weird cars like the Buick, that it doesn't have a normal off-the-shelf prefabricated bracket. So I've done my research, got a hold of Mark Williams Engineering. They make some crazy axles and stuff. They actually use the same axle flange pattern as 60s Buicks. So I was just lucky enough to be able to grab one of their brackets off the shelf. You don't need that 4th bolt, just get rid of it. And we're also going to do some modifications on this side. It was designed for a secondary small bracket to bolt on for a caliper. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here, but that's down the road. We're going to use this guy to bolt onto the axle flange itself. From there, we're going to make another bracket to hold on our standard GM metric caliper. So it's going to look something, yeah, that's perfect. Love it when it works right out of the box, you know. Not a single thing out of this is going to have to get modified. And by that I mean every piece I'm holding in my hand, and probably something over here is going to have to get modified. So let me show you how that's going to go. Like I said earlier, folks, not a single modification we're going to have to make to these brackets to make them work. So when I'm modifying brackets, I like to use this saw. It's one of my favorite saws to lose fingers to, and you're just going to love it. Now we got these brackets cut, not modified. They're stock. We gotta get these edge. I apparently used brake fluid as cutting lube. It's dangerous, but somebody's got to do it. Anyways, we got to get these edges round it off and make them nice and safe. That means safety first, and we're not going to take that lightly. So you got to do a few things before you use a grinder. You got to get your respirator. You got to get it around your big ass glasses. Yeah, that's what they are. You got to make sure they're making a good seal. So you want to be sure to have a nice 7 o'clock shadow going around. Next is you don't want anything getting in your eyes. Heaven forbid they get past these glasses. So we gotta wear. Oh yeah, we gotta wear these. Make sure you don't clean it. That'd make way too much sense. Thirdly, you gotta wear hearing protection. You gotta make it look like you're about to shoot something. Oh yeah, and you see how it's not tight? That's perfect. Lastly, you're going to want to wear gloves. You don't want nothing flying away, getting all crazy-eyed. So now that you can't see, hear, feel, or breathe anything, we're ready to use a grinder for 10 seconds.
Hey, good morning. I know what you're thinking. This isn't the garage, but it's not. We're going to go to O'Reilly's and the hardware store. We've got to get some, oh no, not going to violate any copyright this morning. We're going to go to O'Reilly's and grab some replacement brake pads because the ones that I have on the car are soaked with brake fluid, and then I tried to clean them up with brake cleaner. And they just started, it just turned into a, yeah, you don't, no, it just didn't work out. Then we're going to go get some hardware for those brackets, because those brackets aren't going to mount themselves. So, stay tuned. So let's take a quick ganderino at these pads. We have friction material designed to match OE formulations. So what they're trying to say here is that's the bare minimum stopping power for as cheap as we can make it. So we're good here. QE, well, I'm assuming they mean Quietech, but that's definitely QE Tech if I've ever seen it. Multi-layer rubberized shim to reduce noise. Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better than that, and include stainless steel hardware for like select applications, which is not our application, but hey, it could have it. Yep, nope, those are brake pads, so good. Now, would you just look at it? So Ace Hardware tried to come through for us today. We got all the hardware, we didn't get spacers. I need some 3/4 inch long, 3/8 inch diameter steel spacers, and they had those cheesy like rolled ones where there's a seam, and as much as I like to trust my brakes to like a 14 gauge piece of metal rolled over itself, holding a bracket, holding a brake, no, I'm not going to. So we're gonna go to Home Depot. Online it says they have them. I've never seen them there before, but here we are. Okay, we got some super cool toys here. We've got their spacers. You've got your mailbox that you were looking for. This has nothing to do with the car. This might have something to do with the car. It has nothing to do with the car. Might have something to do with the car. This doesn't have anything to do with the brake caliper either, but we can't get home. We can't install that mailbox. And I know you guys are dying to see where that's going.